If the classic body-on-frame SUV were a despised king, the 4th generation Nissan Pathfinder would be a goblet of poisoned mead. What we mean with all that Renaissance fair fancy talk is that the Pathfinder has finally followed suit like a lot of SUVs and officially fled for crossover territory. As a crossover, the latest Pathfinder naturally rides on a unibody platform, helping shed up to 500 pounds versus the previous body-on-frame model. Yes, the 2nd generation also sported a unibody, but this is a different beast. Note the wind-cheating deflectors and this low front spoiler. Their presence contributes to a 0.34 drag coefficient, 13% better than the previous Pathfinder, while also making it clear that ground clearance has given way to aerodynamics. An infusion of carness into the Pathfinder's bloodline means pessimists can complain about reduced towing ability, while optimists can high-five over substantially improved fuel economy. Meanwhile, realists will already have resigned themselves to this new V8-free reality and embrace the 3.5-liter V6 and continuously variable transmission that comprise the sole powertrain choice. The CVT and V6 work really well together, delivering smooth, strong acceleration. Our only real complaint is that the CVT is slow to let engine revs rise when the accelerator is pegged. Front-wheel drive is standard on the Pathfinder, but all-wheel drive is a $1,600 option. Interestingly, Nissan calls it a 4-wheel drive system. While carefully skirting the all versus 4 debate, we'll quickly mention that whatever it's called, the system features 3 modes: 2-wheel drive for maximum fuel economy, automatic 4-wheel drive that only sends power to the rear wheels when necessary, and lock mode, which constantly sends power rearward for lower traction terrain. Amid all this traction talk, it's easy to forget that most SUVs will never leave the road. In smooth, tarmac-drenched environments, the Pathfinder drives like a car, returning light steering efforts and predictable reactions to driver inputs. Pointed in a straight line, there's a robust sense of stability, yet steered through bends the Pathfinder turns with confidence. All the while, the suspension remains exceptionally compliant, resulting in a really comfortable ride. Change lanes, and you'll notice that the second-row headrest obscures the rearmost passenger side window, but overall outward visibility is good, helping the sizable 7-passenger crossover feel manageable. If you're still concerned about squeezing into parking lots unscathed, consider adding Nissan's sweet around view monitor. Befitting its role as a modern family wagon, the Pathfinder's interior is exceptionally accommodating. The well-shaped front seats feel nice and provide an appropriate level of lateral support, though the headrests are a little intrusive for some. Move back a row, and theater-style seating provides passengers with a clear view of the road ahead. The second-row seats also recline, slide 5 inches fore and aft, boast a decently inhabitable middle position, and move well forward, enabling easy third-row access, even with a child seat in place. Climbing aboard the rearmost seats is made even easier by this integrated grab handle. Once there, you'll appreciate generous headroom and reclining seat backs. This is actually one of the few third rows we're happy to occupy, assuming whoever's in the second row slides forward a few inches. Drop all the seats, and you have a nice load floor providing a decent 80 cubic feet of space, supplemented by this underfloor storage bin. Overall, we like the simple, usable interior. It's not flashy, but the important stuff is there. Soft armrests, roomy accommodations, clearly delineated climate and audio controls, and for those who need it, an exceptionally deep glove box. Naturally, some elements impress us less, like this narrow storage spot at the bottom of the dash. To access its power outlets, or whatever you've stashed there, you need tiny little hands, or maybe that dude that pulls children out of wells. Then there's the infotainment system. Compared to the latest competitive offerings, the Pathfinder's interface looks dated. And speaking of the competition, standouts include the Honda Pilot, Ford Explorer, Dodge Durango, Toyota Highlander, and Chevy Traverse, each compelling enough to justify further investigation. In terms of money, the Nissan Pathfinder's sub-$30,000 base price, including destination, is low for the mid-size SUV/crossover category, while its residual values are among the highest, though the Toyota Highlander's resale numbers utterly dominate all. Base model Pathfinders include 6 airbags, stability control, a 6-speaker audio system, and Nissan's cool, easy-fill tire inflation system. Laden with options like heated and cooled front seats, a panoramic roof, rear seat entertainment, a heated steering wheel, and a power liftgate, the price for a fully outfitted Pathfinder reaches into the low $40,000 range. You know, the SUV king may be dead, but it's gonna be okay. He never really spoke for the majority of drivers anyway. The ascension of crossovers like the Nissan Pathfinder means that those who appreciate superior handling and fuel economy can still enjoy the spaciousness and functionality of an SUV. We're guessing most drivers, if they're honest, will learn to love this crossover regime. And for those few who live to bash through the underbrush, you can always claim affiliation with, I don't know, I guess for the sake of the metaphor, Archduke Jeep.